What's going on, everyone? Connor here from Gear Reviews, bringing you another video. Today I wanted to sort of check in on the MSR Elixir 3 tent, as I used it when I went camping, and I wanted to give you all a review on how I think it worked, any problems I had with it, and just sort of my overall experience using it. I will do some more videos showing you how to set it up, take it down, and also an in-depth review of it as well. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell down below so that you get notifications for all my new videos. But for now, let's take another look at the Elixir 3 tent. So setup for the tent is really simple. Everything's all color-coded, and there's multiple sets of these instructions here that show you sort of the process to go through and the order to go through in order to set up the tent. Makes life really simple. When we arrived, it was around 8 o'clock at night. It was already dark and it was starting to rain, so speed was definitely key. I think it only took us about 15 minutes to set up the tent. It was pretty quick. I would say the only hard part about setting up the tent is putting the rain fly on. It's just a little tricky, and you have to make sure you get the right side and then hook everything in on top of everything. So a little bit tricky, but still not difficult, and definitely much easier than some of the tents that I have used in the past. As I mentioned, when we showed up, it was starting to rain, so we got a really good feel for how the tent was going to react in the rain, and it was amazing. The Rainfly did exactly what it was designed to do. No water got in, there was no issues anywhere, and it really sort of showed that, you know, it can withstand that rain and that weather and keep us and everything inside dry. As you may have seen on my Instagram when I was posting about the trip, it rained quite a lot and really for the whole night. And then when we woke up, the tent was all iced over. All the rain had frozen to it as the temperature dropped into the negatives. And still, no water got in, no ice melted into the tent. The Rainfly kept all of it out, and we were completely dry inside. Having dropped into the negatives, this is not a warm tent. It was quite cold inside. Obviously in the sleeping bag, still very warm, really comfortable, but the minute you were outside of the sleeping bag, it was quite cold, as the tent body itself is really just a mesh outline. As you can sort of see in the picture here, it is really just a mesh so that you could see all the stars at night, you know, have all of that. But once you put the Rainfly on it, that's really the only solid layer that you have. Of course, it's not a 4-season tent in my opinion, or an all-season. I think when you get into those colder temperatures near the winter, it's not going to be able to do what you want, as that is really when you need those thicker walls and the double wall tents in order to keep the heat that you're generating inside, as opposed to letting it just escape. Overall, really happy with how the tent performed. Keeping all of that rain out was definitely key, as getting soaked or having your tent leak water in is never a fun time, and is definitely on the list of some of the worst things to happen when you go camping. I think the cold is something to note with how cold it got inside the tent, but again, dropping into the negatives has that effect a lot of the time if you aren't using a winter tent. Also, I will be doing more videos on the Elixir 3, so make sure you click the subscribe button so you can see all of that content and all the other content I have planned. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below, or if you prefer a different tent, how you stay warm when it drops colder, anything like that. I hope you're all doing well, and as always, we'll see you all later.